All right, everybody, welcome back to what I believe is week 5 of PEC Overwatch. Today, it will be Kansas facing off against Baylor, a matchup that we tended to crush last semester. So we'll see if we can pick up another victory tonight after the heartbreaking defeat last week. Guys, that was a brutal one. Today, I am joined by the wonderful Maddie Weddle.
Hello.
Maddie, is there anything that we are anticipating with this matchup?
Not really. Baylor's just trying to, improve their record. They're currently 1-6, and we're just looking to bounce back after the tough loss. And we have Border Clash this weekend with Mizzou, so we're wanting to gain some momentum to go into this Saturday.
Yeah, absolutely. So looking to potentially take some of the good feelings, good momentum from a win here straight into the weekend. Overwatch is the first event on deck for Border Clash on Saturday. So that, of course, is our yearly Mizzou versus KU multi-game tournament. Like I said, first game is Overwatch. That'll be at 11:15. And then we've got Valorant and Smash on day 1. Day 2, we've got Rocket League and League of Legends, so stay tuned for that. In terms of what Baylor's looking for this matchup, yeah, just looking to add another victory to their roster. Trying to sort of make their way back into the standings here, sort of sitting at the bottom for a while. It's bad for morale, but also it just means that there's something going wrong, and you got to always keep getting better. So KU looking to pick up a win, get some momentum for Border Clash. Baylor obviously looking to find something, even if they can pick up a map. I'm sure that will be good for what? Good for the VODs, know? Good for the morale. Yeah.
You know what? If you're in a position like that, the only way is up. So
absolutely,
that's what Baylor's looking to do, looking to improve. Maybe next week when we have all 5 heroes back.
Yes.
In the PEC pool.
Absolutely.
We'll be able to gain some momentum with that.
So that's another thing we can talk about a little bit. PEC electing to not introduce the 5 new heroes from the previous patch into the mix now in competitive play. Obviously, they're in competitive. They're in the base game. They're in every game mode. But they are also in NACE and NECC in, I would say, probably most collegiate divisions around the country.
Which I'm going to interject. Those are collegiate divisions besides PEC.
Right, correct. Yeah, so NECC, that's what our league team plays in, but that's also what the JV Overwatch team plays in. So, interesting to see that they chose not to introduce those new characters. That is the single greatest meta shift in a really long time.
That's 5 new characters.
Big deal. Domina, obviously a very big deal in comp play right now, which surprised me.
He was a hater.
I was a hater. And then we have the cat. The fabled cat, which will be incredible to see for Border Clash this weekend if there are some cats pulled out of the bag. Go ahead. No, go ahead. You had a point. Just go ahead.
No, I'm actually excited to see what happens. So next week will be a really interesting week. Again, Cat, we're seeing to be very situational, map dependent. The ult is only good if you really have a place to throw him off the map. You know what? I hate to break it to you, but it's like Rivals. If you're playing Jeff, the shark who eats people and takes them into his mouth, you've got to find an edge.
There's something to be said about the little guy genre of character that's slowly emerging. You got Jeff the land shark. Yeah, you got the cat, and then I would call Rem from Deadlock a little guy. So each game's got their own little version of the little guy character.
The little guy.
You got Yumi in League of Legends. The little creature thing that runs around.
Whoa.
I'm saying it's a genre of character.
Well, Yumi also has, League also has Smolder.
That's true.
I think League has a way more diverse cast that we can't really group them with any other game.
All right. Anyways, guys, I think we are waiting on a couple more to join the lobby. We're going to get bands and map stuff situated right when we come back, folks. All right, welcome back, everybody. We are jumping in here to map 1. It's going to be Oasis this time around. Have we seen it this year? I'm not sure. We don't play a lot of Oasis in the NECC division. I'm not sure it's in the map pool.
Well, our map pool got nuked.
We did. We did. Yeah,
Nuked.
we play a lot of Ilios. We play a lot of Lijiang, and so does Varsity. Varsity tends to pick Ilios when they get the choice. But Oasis it is. We can talk about bans a bit. So Kansas electing to ban the Torbjorn. A little bit of a silly ban from us. Just throwing it out there, making things happen, and then Baylor banning the Zarya, which is a very serious ban. They know about the My Dog Died Zarya, and they're scared. They're frightened.
Well,
It's freaky.
I'm excited to see the Cynics Moira. I love talking about Cynics. They're so cool. They're
think
my
it's real?
favorite person ever. Oh, this is real.
Oh boy.
This is
and
100%
and no
real.
TP, by the way. So Casta's TP does get Baylor to the point first here. My Dog Died going on to Queen now. No Mauga to be seen. We do have Casta going on to the Reaper as the flex DPS pick here. And we have Soviet Lemon on the Hazard. So, meeting here right on the right side on the Mega. Vendetta looking to get some stacks here. Ashton is on the Vendetta. That's a big pick for Baylor, though, early
Maz, yeah.
on Wendy's Frosty. And now My Dada with a big axe, trying to keep himself alive with some wounds here. But Soviet Lemon in the backline with another jump. They're just sort of backing him down here. Cassie getting so much value in the front line on that Reaper, just playing front to back, and it is working.
Up.
Obviously, because of the TP, they had Prio on that jump pad. They were comfortable fighting there. The Reaper just sort of walked him down.
And we're seeing Cynics come out with a real pick now.
Yeah.
The Brig.
Baylor maybe straightened us out a little bit there.
I will say it's going to be interesting to see how Ashton can do. We saw him on the Vendetta last week, and it was an interesting performance, but we'll see if he's improved at all.
Absolutely.
Over this week.
My Dog looking pretty low there. He had to use his gold form, and now the Immortality field comes out, and Ashton falls immediately. Not quite on the correct timing there, looking to go to the high ground. My Dog poking out that high ground, trying to survive on our side of the point. This is all the territory we own. Brig keeping him alive with whip shots and health packs for now. But Soviet Lemon's looking hungry. Wants to walk at our backline here. They've got full prio over the point right now. 3 on top of that little high ground in the middle of the point.
Yeah, and
so we have nothing to do.
Going for them. Baylor has 2 ults on the board.
We are waiting for our Ashton to come back here. Entry with the E, and now he's looking to cut down this Juno. Not going to be able to quite get there in time, and now we got to regroup with the tank. Casta falls early to the flashbang from Wendy's Frosty. Everything looking stable now. Baylor's kind of backing up a little bit. I'd love to see Ashton get kind of active here. He is. There he is. He's getting stacks up now. Can he live, though? He's got to live. And the ult from Soviet Lemon, what stunned him there? I'm not sure what stunned him.
I think it was a spear.
Had to be a spear, yeah. Not able to find too much value there. Soviet Lemon getting active, jumping in now. We do have the Orisa ult online.
And we have
Brig
the Brig ult.
Yeah, Brig rally and the Juno ult to sort of stabilize here in the face of their Juno. Ours is better. We make all this space, and we have a really, really good Orisa ult there to find Maz, and now he's just got so much free space to walk him down now. My Dog died looking comfortable on the Orisa as always. One of his best picks, in my opinion.
I agree.
The Zarya and the Orisa.
I love seeing My Dog die on the Orisa. You're right.
Me too.
And again, I would love to see Ashton. I don't know. I would just love to see a good solo kill.
Absolutely. Brig getting some stacks up now, and Hazard Wall to try and force a little bit of space here. Soviet Lemon already at half HP, and My Dog died looking for a clean spear on his jump. We're having to back up a little bit because Casta is threatening that left side now. We're going to retreat to the jump pad here. Maz zoning with the high noon, and Wendy's Frosty falls to the hazard jump.
Just seemed to have kited the wrong way.
Yeah, I think that we were unclear about which way to kite there. Casta using the Wraith form to get out here, and we'll see. This fight could go either way. Ashton has all 5 stacks up, trying to find this Baptiste. Misses, and he's not on the high ground anymore. Now he's in dangerous territory in front of 3, and he goes down. Finally, cleaning up the whole team there. Unfortunate.
Swirlhawk flies away with his little gravity boots. I will say, Kansas does have 2 DPS ults on the board. We've had them for the entirety of the game. I'd love to see us entering and zoning
with Noon, yeah.
With Noon.
Yep, and then the Sundering Blade, potentially a mid to late fight, trying to find a pick onto, like a Baptiste or a Juno, whatever you can find.
I think they're on.
Here it is. Here's the zoning. Good from Ashton trying to take this high ground up top here. He is caught in that hazard ult, and here's the zoning ult from Wendy's Frosty. No speed, no ring either. He's got nowhere to go without speed. Finds nothing. The Baptiste window did get zoned, which is good. We're going to try to find this Reaper after Wraith. And we find the Baptiste instead. Now here's the Reaper ult. I'm not sure what the plan was with that.
Where he went.
That might be a sausage finger incident. I'm not sure. And a little bit of excess there. I think the Juno ult.
All right, come on, Vendetta.
We're going to have to fight this last fight. I think the Juno ult is a mistake here.
Wait, we Juno ulted?
Yes, we used the orbit late into the fight with only Maz alive, and I think that is a mistake. We are going to see Juno on the left side looking for touch here. Is it going to be her? Does she really need to be the one to touch? Do we not have anybody else who has an option? Go Tracer. Somebody's got to go Tracer. We're not focused on the touches, and because of that, KU does pick up the first map here. In a 99-99 split, it should not have been that hard for KU, but I would argue that Baylor should have chosen better picks to get the touches there. I think we could have gone with the Lucio. I think we could have gone with a Tracer and secured a touch that wasn't the Juno. The Juno flying out there, I don't understand it.
I would never
don't
agree with
understand
that.
it.
Juno is a character that once she uses her ring, once she uses her glide, that is the most killable player on that roster.
Absolutely.
That is the most killable player on the roster. Juno should never be going in like that.
Certainly.
That was in...
Funny display. Certainly a choice.
It was a choice.
I'm not sure what communication error happened there, but same comp rolling out here.
Just like, yeah.
Interesting to see. Okay, my dog did pick up the shield perk, which is a big deal here, into Queen. This changes the matchup significantly.
I do want to see if Swirlhawk picks the triple jump or if he opts for the glide and pull.
Oh, nice spear there on the Maz. We're going to have to make a lot of space here, but
Ashton's in there.
Ashton is in there, getting tons of damage now on that Queen. The spear
She gets
finds her,
eviscerated.
and can he get Maz too? Oh, it's so satisfying. Guys, this hero is so much fun. I love Vendetta. Hitting those overhead slashes and you heal for it, it's so satisfying.
Here comes the dance.
A little emote coming out from My Dog Died.
My dog died just wants to play with his dumpling.
He does. He just wants to play with his little
And
toy.
if you guys don't know what...
He just wants to play with his little
if you
squishy
don't know
toy.
what the dumpling is, I'm referring to the gun skin he has on the arrest stop.
Yep.
You know what? I think we did see Oasis last week, because I'm pretty sure...
No, it was Ilios last week. Last time, we might have seen it last time I was guessing with you. A Hinder on Ashton might be their first pick in this fight, but not quite. He is able to escape, but he has no more movement abilities. He does fall with no more shield left. My Dog died using all of his cooldowns now as well. He's got to wait for his next shield. Misses the spear. Casta uses the Wraith form to get out. And Hazard looking to take the high ground now. This is a huge Orisa ult, but the Immortality Field does save their lives, and My Dog died falls to Maz, who was saved by the Emor Field. A huge Emor Field for their Baptiste there. And Casta finds Swirlhawk on the later into that fight. Ashton potentially going back to spawn here. Will we see a swap? No, looks like he's just waiting around. Cool.
Yeah, I will say Baylor does have a little bit better ult economy here coming up on BAP, and they already have Noon, so they're going to have a little bit more of an advantage going into this fight than KU. But we will see probably Brig ult be built here. And
do they see Casta? Do they see Casta? You got to know he's there. He doesn't have ult, but she's still a threat in that corner. I think Brig just saw him. Yep, we're okay. Yeah. The rat has been found, and the amplification matrix is out to zone us out of that hookah lounge. We're going to circle back around main potentially here now. We shall see what happens here. The high ground control here is really, really good for Baylor. See if they can maintain it. This high noon.
We're zoning people off point here. Just getting control.
Yeah, for sure. Nice whip shot there. Finds Casta early on in the fight. Maz falls next. And Ashton heating up now.
What is this? BAP just jumped up to his death.
Full power now with 4 or 5 stacks here. Nothing left in the tank for Baylor, obviously. Soviet Lemon just trying to live. He's not going to be able to. This is a stagger now.
He does, yeah.
Oh, he does! Nice! Not bad. What are these backwards shields? I'm curious about that. What is he doing with those?
I don't know.
Anyways. Sundering Blade almost online for KU. We're going to look to take control of hookah now. Try to stop the high ground advance before they can even make it.
Baylor is coming up on 4 ults, so here.
Yes, so this is going to be a very important fight for Baylor.
Probably going to Wraith through here, unless this Juno gets picked.
Huge pick on the Juno, and Radic already used Emor Field, is able to BAP jump. That perk is funny, able to BAP jump out of there. But 80% of the point now. If Casta falls here, it's bad news. They're able to get back into spawn.
Their Juno goes and touches here. We're going to have some wards.
To Juno, it's not your job, bro. Go Tracer. Somebody got to go Tracer. They don't need the noon that bad. I would argue that going Tracer or Lucio here is a better choice.
Here we go.
95.
We're aggressively pulsaring into this. This is the correct move.
There's just nothing. I can't understand it. And Reaper is the touch, but like...
He's got ult.
What?
He got ult.
Guys, I fail to understand why Baylor is in full panic mode at the end of these fights. I don't really get it. I simply don't understand why we're not changing our pathing to keep our front line alive. I recognize that like KU has everything to use there, but so does Baylor.
And realistically, what could have happened there, we had an extremely aggressive Juno ult. Extremely aggressive Juno ult. All they had to do, I think they need speed. I think this is a team that needs speed, and I don't think that they're using their Juno rings the most efficiently. That should have been a Juno ring out, we path right, we go down, and we catch them off guard and go around back. But
Absolutely.
You know what? That's just, you know what? Hindsight 2020. But I guess we're foresight because we're watching it happen. Not foresight. We're present sight. I don't know what I'm saying. I'm going to shut up.
We're future sight, guys. We can see what's about to happen before it even happens.
They just have a big brain.
And here we go. Here's a little replay of that huge Orisa ult that did
Wow,
find
look at
Maz.
this tracking.
And now that tracking is clean. They do find that Juno. And Soviet Lemon dies as well. Here's some Vendetta plays with full onslaught stacks. Now he's just in there.
Oh.
Bang! Right on that. Ah, it's so
That
satisfying.
must be the most satisfying ability.
Nothing
And
quite like
this was a
it.
pretty good zoning ult from Wendy's Frosty. It let them gain point control. I will say he should have stayed a little bit farther back there to zone off that full bridge.
Yeah,
And here comes the brig goat.
You know, we're getting away with.
Boink,
I would
boink,
say we are getting
boink.
away with some bad habits.
We are. For sure.
I don't know. I couldn't tell you. Like, I could tell you. So
Here we go. This is where it should have happened. This should have been the. Oh, I guess their hazard was locked in, but I don't. I guess they're 98%. Never mind. I'd change what I just said.
We're getting away with lazy ults and lazy fight planning. We're getting away with literally no fight planning at all. I sincerely doubt that there was like a call to make a Juno ult at them there. Maybe so. I mean, maybe they're like, we'll walk up and Juno ult. But the fact that the Reaper got to point, like holding the front like that is good. But I would argue that our ults are still sloppy.
Agreed.
It's hard to critique a team after we've picked up both maps in a best of 3, King of the Hill
There's
scenario.
always critiquing to be.
But, you know, I think that Baylor is letting us get away with a lot. And I think that if Baylor wants to win this matchup, they're going to have to change, they're going to have to change their pathing. And they might have to change up their comp a little bit. I would say that the hazard is caught out often.
Yeah, we saw it in the last
He doesn't
fight.
die first, but he has nothing left in the tank when it's time for the team to walk forwards.
Yeah.
And that might just be the My Dog Died Orisa aura. I don't know, guys. I mean, the My Dog Died Orisa, 100% spear accuracy. That's a lie.
Yeah.
But
Well,
a good player for sure, and one of his strongest picks on a map that I consider to be a dive.
Surprised
yeah,
to see an Orisa band.
I would not be surprised to see an Orisa band either.
I also think they just need to like take a chill. You guys there was some promising stuff that
Absolutely.
happened first and second map. Like Baylor's not they're not an objectively bad team. They just I feel like they're playing too fast for what their comp is allowing.
Yeah.
Juno is definitely an interesting speed hero in terms of she has a cooldown. Well, I guess Lucio does, but I mean he can stay on base speed for a while. I feel like they haven't really grasped how to play around ring and with ring because a lot of those fights we're seeing, I'm looking, are we ringing into this? When you're running a hazard, you're wanting to jump backline, jump backline, jump backline. That's why you swap to the brig. I just didn't see that. I didn't really see that happening, and I wonder if it's just a coordination lack. And I don't know about the Baylor roster. It could be like they just have just started playing this semester or last semester, and team synergy is really hard to find. I totally understand that.
Yep.
I just want them to play a little bit more with the pace of what their team should be. I feel like
I would argue that it would be a little bit more consistently. When Baylor is winning these matchups and fights, it's because they're making consistent, correct plays. They're losing fights when Maz or Casta gets picked first, and they're losing fights when Hazard tries to overeat and do something that he doesn't need to be doing early into a fight. If they're making consistent plays, using consistent support ults, they actually are able to win these team fights, especially with KU being so sort of
and
lax
I just
with their
see
choices.
Better ult usage. I like the BAP window into like the hookah bar. I like that a lot. My issue with it though is that is an ult that you could have done split. You could have split it on those stairs to contest A hookah, but then B also main. So we didn't just get a free rotate out of that. They also
or it could have been
had
placed on height.
castle on the board. So when you see us pathing that way, like just use your ults a little bit more timely. I felt like
Certainly.
both teams kind of had ults where we're like, where's this going? Why is this being used? Just, I don't know. That's what I'm thinking.
Absolutely.
And I think they can do it. They also just need to chill out. The end, they just have to chill out. If you have 20% left, there is ample time to be touched. There's ample time.
This game is definitely, at times...
Stop taking my pen. It's my fidget toy.
This game is at times tempo-centric. You know, you have to sort of find a rhythm and a groove to play. When you can push, when you can pull. That's sort of that fundamentals thing that is so hard for some people to figure out. And is hard all the way up until the pro level. You know, if even one person on your team is, you know, on a different wavelength and not quite knowing when to pull away and then push back.
I mean, we saw Ashton with it on Oasis. We saw him go dive 3. Our team wasn't set up for that.
Certainly,
no one was set up for that.
That's the sort of like too quick tempo misalignment. You know, misunderstanding.
And the misunderstand. Yeah, it's just
it's a communications thing.
Yeah, it is
for sure.
Synergy thing. Just
Certainly.
know, getting that down. And I don't think that mechanically any of them were just doing stuff that was like obviously wrong. It was more just like kind of big team, big macro things.
Absolutely.
Which is something that every team schedule was. I know that we're like really hating on Baylor right now. We're not hating. We're just giving constructive criticism and our appeal. Obviously, KU could be doing some better stuff. I mean, our ult usage was something to be wondered.
Questionable.
I mean,
along with our first initial picks there. Okay, we are jumping into Kings Row.
I wonder why did we ban Tor again?
The bans haven't been updated.
Okay, the
bans haven't come through yet.
I was like, wait.
So
this is an interesting ban. I wonder if we're gonna see a My Dog Died showcase Reinhardt.
yeah, if production, if I could get a note in the chat, if I do get a mention in the chat, I would like to see it, please. My Dog Died known to play vicariously through me, channel the Reinhardt.
Vicariously.
Yeah. Okay, that was really a nice pun there.
Marshall would be proud of me.
Absolutely,
and if
he
Marshall
would.
was sitting right here, you probably would have laughed.
That's not true.
That's so true.
If Marshall makes a dad joke, I groan just the same as if you make a dad
We
joke.
love Marshall.
We love Marshall.
We miss Marshall and we love Marshall.
Yes.
Marshall's usually the person casting. As you guys can tell, I'm a rambler. So Marshall is usually our play-by-player and Henry talks through strategy.
Widow? Okay. So KU with the Widow ban and Baylor with the Lucio ban.
You know?
It's either going to be Reinhardt for funsies and, you know, to channel my aura, my...
Oh my god, I summoned him! Marshall just walked into the room!
Look who it is!
I just summoned him!
Our lovely caster Marshall just walked in and he's waving hello. Did you get a haircut, sir? A beard trim.
Wait, I have
Something
never seen Kings Row in the light of day.
Our handsome Marshall is here.
Never seen Kings Row in the light
Yeah,
of
so
day.
we can
Did
talk
you
about
see
the
that?
lights. Believe it or not, there is something to be said about the lights.
My god, that's blinding.
So there is a lighting upgrade in this new update. We're still not playing those new heroes, but if we get anything from the update, we do get a lighting upgrade. I don't notice it that much.
Really? The buildings look white.
It looks like the time of day changed to me.
Nope, those buildings look white.
Okay.
Everyone in the chat needs to agree with me, or you guys.
I do notice that Junkertown
haters.
is extremely red.
Oh,
like,
I haven't seen. I don't play Junkertown.
Oh, Junkertown is like blood red. It's kind of funny.
Junkertown.
Okay, Ashton
Oh my
rolling
gosh,
out on the
Cynic
Freya,
system.
and My Dog Died on Zarya. No Ryan here. Maybe on defense. Perhaps. Looking to take control of Statue here. Another Hazard pick here. Maybe that might be all he knows. I don't know. It doesn't make a whole ton of sense here unless you're just looking to play on the high ground. Juno looking worse for wear. We're going to walk in here with both bubbles. This is looking great for My Dog Died. He's got all the space in the world. They're zoned to hotel. Not where you want to play as a defender, by the way. You do not want to be in this hotel unless you're using it to rotate through, which they might. If we're taking high ground here, they're just going to sit in hotel. This is a mistake. I think this is what you need to be doing. Yeah, put pressure on Wendy's Frosty. Put pressure on the DPS to leave. Claim that high ground. 1 HP living there for Wendy's Frosty.
Wow.
Unbelievable. And My Dog Died still sitting on low ground for free. Good bubbles coming out. Waiting for a little bit of charge, though. Still nothing. Life Grip onto high ground now. And we've got the wall to zone Lifeweaver away from our guy now. We will see if we can find a pick
I just
to
don't know where
trade.
it's coming
No pick to trade here. It's just going to be Ashen falling. We're going to have to lock down this low ground now and regroup. Keep control over Statue is good. My Dog Died, obviously walking up a little bit. Onto point. Still zoning this cast into the hotel. Again, guys, you do not want to be playing in hotel as a defender unless you're using it as rotation. This is the worst spot to
this
play.
one is going to get blown up. That
Unless
one
you have a plan.
has to get blown up there.
There, it's gone. Eviscerated. And now we're looking for the Cassidy with this dupe. A big dupe coming out for Wendy's Frosty.
He just needs to press forward here.
Yeah, they do need
You've
to
got
walk
your
forward
life.
if they... I mean, he's got an extra life here. Look at on point. Is anybody going to pay attention to the Mei that's coming out of Ice Block? Maybe, maybe not. No ult for Wendy's Frosty there. Doesn't need it. We're just going to look to take control of Arch early here.
Baylor does have a chance to... I thought they had a chance to retouch that.
No, they don't. We had 3 on for the majority of the time. There's no fight for him. No fight. You really do have to have a plan, like an ultimate to walk in there. Like, Juno ult is not ideal to walk in. They're going to use it super early, and a Life Grip in front of the High Noon.
God.
I thought that was going to be
thought
a
he
clip.
was dead.
I thought that was going
thought
to be
he was
very
dead.
curious.
That was a play on.
We are
All right.
98 now on grab, so probably looking to use that early next fight. Soviet Lemon looking to
We do see two
downpour
fights
on the
come out
dark team
of Baylor there.
yes, and My Dog Died sitting on the high ground, sort of zoning
I
with
hate
his
this
aura.
freaking character. I hate Freya. Freya hate train now.
Yeah, there's the grab.
There's a
It's
huge
pretty
grab.
fat, and the Maywall to try and live their guys. Downpour to turn the fight, and a tree to keep my dog died alive. As Soviet Lemon falls, that's going to be the end of the line for Baylor. I mean, there's nothing left here. There's 2 on point, though. We are walking up a lot for a team that still has somebody alive on point. Is it May? It's May. Goodness,
This May does
lives
know how to
forever.
live. I'm honestly, Casta, I'm impressed. This is that's some insane livability.
Yep. That's May for you.
I think we're just going to be able to zone him out here, if I'm
Yeah.
going to be completely honest
This
with you.
is good. I mean, the reality is my dog died isn't really all that high charge in this matchup. Like, he's not maintaining a high level of charge, and that's not I mean, there's the 70 charge. Now he's hot, but he's got
now
tipped
we're
out. I don't think that's what it's about, though. You know, the bubbles are providing so much utility for the DPS to open up angles and to put point pressure. It's really, really good.
It's taking a good angle up here. This is very aggressive. This is what I like to see.
Yeah, we do have another dupe. It's going to be on Maz once again, and we hinder the hazard on point. He's got a nano in him, though, and we're going to get frozen. Just the copy gets frozen. Wendy's Frosty going to be able to get out alive, and my dog died looking to charge up some bubbles for a refight potential here. We might wait and see if we're going to be able to take this high ground. Ashton looking for it now, but Maz is there. Full sticky on the cast, and the cast falls. That's a really, really good sticky bomb from our Echo.
Up front.
Yeah, my dog died
So
I'm not sure how my dog died fell. I didn't see how that happened. But
out of there.
yeah, nothing to fight for anymore, even with that nice sticky bomb on the cast. We're going to have to figure out a way to take this high ground once again. We had it at one point. We're going to need to fight for it again. They're pressuring us here. This is good positioning, good angle taking from the DPS on Baylor. I mean, if there's anything to say, that's what they're doing correctly here, and it's stalling us out for a good minute and a half here. My dog died with the grab, yes. And we're getting walled now. But he's got both bubbles online. Turn this corner. Is it going to be a fat grab? Not quite. We got to deal with the hazard first. Cynics falls. The downpour finds 4. So much damage on the hazard, but he's going to live with Unanade, and we've got 2 picks. We need to leave once again. Baylor looking pretty good here. This is great positioning. My dog died going to fall late. I'd love to see if I could see if they got the same wave. No, they did not. My dog died. He's late. Lots of stall now, guys. This is 2 minutes, 15 seconds of good stall from Baylor.
And I will say their ult economy has been really, really well timed.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
I've really enjoyed the way Baylor's using their ults. They've hurt us.
Potentially some coaching, some leadership. Someone told them, hey, guys, we need to focus more on fight planning here. There's... Oh, no, never mind. I lied.
We'll say, though, Kansas is coming up on 2 pretty big ults if we can copy and hit a big grab.
Yes, Baylor does have the Juno ult to keep them alive, though, potentially in this grab. So, despite what we might think, is the Juno ult going to be used here? Here it is. Here's the Juno to counter and the nano boost on the hazard, but he's caught in the grab. Wendy's Frosty's now purple. He finds a bubble and a copy to keep him alive. My dog died now, getting zoned out by Casta. Casta doing so much work. Oh, my gosh. And the downpour does not find any as the clone is about to expire. It's gone now, and we have a full sticky. Not going to get anywhere for Wendy's Frosty. Casta finds 3 that fight. A huge, huge zone
His
onto that.
walls have been so good.
Yeah, the wall onto my dog died, and now the Orisa's being pulled out. We said, screw the bubbles. We are just simply going to fight frontline.
Yeah.
We're going to spear this hazard away.
I do think my dog died has to go Orisa here.
I do.
We
I agree.
see every single fight the hazard just picking one target, going on it, and it getting exploded. So I do think that this is going to be ample peel for the backline for
Absolutely.
KU.
Baylor, though, not letting us get comfortable. Obviously, this is the point that you need ult advantage, and we've got nothing in the tank. We're waiting on a Brig rally and a Juno ult here late into the fight. If we can live that long,
Baylor
we really need this downpour to not be fat.
Ults
Yes,
on
the
board
ult
for them.
economy is dangerous. Could be, they've got to use something quick if they want to win. Baylor needs to use the downpour like now. There it is. Comes out now. The gold on the Orisa saves her, and it finds nothing. Soviet Lemon's in, though. He finds Ashen. The wall! The posthumous... Oh, no, he's not dead. I thought it was a posthumous wall. But again, these walls doing so much work to zone out that rally. Cynic's going to be the last to fall. Maz with ult to reload. Holy cow. This is the Casta show, guys.
Yeah.
This May is doing infinite work to put pressure on our front line, not allow my dog died any breathing room, and obviously, Cynic's there, getting cut out by the hazard wall and the May wall in conjunction. Total zoning, no healing from the rally went through, I don't think. That was brutal. That was really, really good from Baylor. A really good, patient last fight.
Yep.
I like that. I like being right, but I like when earlier I was talking about consistency, and this is the consistency show.
Yep.
Baylor choosing the May here, a consistent pick, but even more, getting wall after wall after wall on My Dog Died, wall after wall after wall to split the backline, to punish us into worse angles. It's very, very good.
Oh, it's real good. No one's seeing it be pulled out again.
Okay, you guys, this is it's getting competitive. This is getting scary. Without a full cap on King's Row, this is going to have to be a very good first hold. We need to respect the hazard pick here. Yes, this is correct. So my logic here is the hazard is going to want to take high ground early. That's like his whole MO, right? He's going to want to take high ground, wrap around, punish these angles. We're going to have to get pushed back into archway, and then they have free space forever. What I would like to see happen is someone else to go up with Wendy's Frosty. If it's your Kiri, it's probably your Kiri, but your Wooyoung might be there. There we go. Wooyoung up there as well. Perfect. This is great positioning to defend against the hazard. Against the Mei, that's where things get hairy. My Dog Died alone on the low ground. He's going to need to be very cautious of all the walls going to get thrown at him. Soviet Lemon looking to take statue now.
We are just seeing kind of Baylor run like a Fortnite comp.
Yeah. Let's crank some 90s. I like it. Place down the wall, place the hazard wall on top. And now, there's the first high ground cleared. Wendy's Frosty has to leave.
And this hazard's real low.
Yep. There's the wall to try to save his life, but it's got nothing. Swirlhawk gets the kill credit, but everybody was looking at that hazard. He was caught out completely.
Whoa.
Casta is going to have to use Ice Block, which is good for us. We have now 12 free seconds to look at that Mei if she gets caught out.
Look at this Wuyang movement.
Oh yeah, Cynic's
No
always the GOAT. The wall out early, again, these are not consistent plays. These are cheeky walls. We need consistent walls. We need the high ground cleared first. Then they need, I'm saying we, like I'm talking for Baylor. There's the pick onto Soviet Lemon again. He's overeating, guys. This is what we saw on Oasis. We can't do this. He needs to take high ground in a set order, in a priority. He goes A to B to C. You got to walk up those stairs, clear out the high ground, and walk at us at a different angle. Obviously, My Dog Died, though, applying infinite frontline pressure.
I would be really disappointed. Okay, we're seeing him run back out on the Zarya. This is a new hero. We haven't seen him on it yet.
Yes.
Excited to see what this bubble usage looks like.
Yes, Zarya is a bit of it's a nice little Orisa counter up until the Orisa finds the shield and it flips the matchup. So there's the nade onto My Dog Died to Suzu to save his life. They're trying to take statue a different way now. Here we go.
I will say we're just going to give Wendy's Frosties free reign up here.
Yep. There's the orb to keep Wendy's Frosty alive, and here we go. Now we're pathing right side. So this is what I was saying. We really need to do this. Oh my gosh, huge Orisa ult for My Dog, but he falls in the middle of the Orisa ult. That's bad news bears for Kansas. We got to back her up now. The Bob to try and zone, but they have the Nano to keep her alive, and the Zarya going to be really high charge now. That they are able to kill Ashton's Bob, and now they're going to start walking. Maz on the high ground.
But
Infinite zoning now.
On the flank.
Ooh, Wendy's Frosty looking for it now. He's got no railgun shot, but he still finds Maz. Huge. Now we have control of his high ground. Going to try and kill the Kitsune's off high ground onto point. This is really, really good for Wendy's Frosty. And a huge spear onto Radic. Juno falls next. Cass has got no ice block to live. And now the Zarya with no bubbles falls last. Okay, very strategic, very clean play from Kansas. That was good. I like to see that. Even with your tank dead, you know how to retake King's Row, guys. This is simple stuff. This is fundamentals. I like it.
Big macro.
We will see here who builds their major perk first. It's probably going to be My Dog Died, but that is going to make a lot of a difference here. If Zarya builds her major perk first and she has that charge perk, it's going to make her a threat to the Orisa more than she wants it to be.
I will say we're looking at trying to set up for a Mei ult here.
Ooh,
and boom.
Clean headshot from Ashton there.
These dual
Love to see
angles
it.
the DPS are taking for KU is just really, really punishing for anyone trying to walk through.
Absolutely. Love to see it from KU. Clean pick onto the Juno as well. No spears in the tank for My Dog Died, but he doesn't need it. Wendy's Frosty now getting aggressive. This is a really early angle. He has the overclock. I'm wondering if they're going to punish the walk up here. They're forced to walk up soon. This is a 40-second. This is one fight territory. They're forced to walk up soon, and they do have the grab. Wendy's Frosty slides out. We're going to continue maintaining this same space, and My Dog Died does have the shield perk. This gets really, really hard for Zarya now. You've got to look for a grab early on in this fight, or you're just going to lose the matchup. We're walking through Hotel, but I'm not sure he's going to find anything there. Yeah, he's not going to find anything there. Casta falling early, and we're going to look to grab here now, but My Dog Died still has the gold. Soviet Lemon looking to stay alive, can't stay alive, and now they're looking at emergency touch territory. Going to stagger this on out. Love to see this. Love that, love that. Really clean, really good communication from KU. I like to see this. We're looking hot.
Here we go.
And finally, the Tracer pick to touch. But is it early enough? It is early enough. The Wooyoung ult comes out on the My Dog Died to just knock the Zarya before she even walks in. Guys, Baylor's got no answer for the My Dog Died Orisa. This pick is everything for KU. Look at those stats. 22, 14k damage. He's got the most damage in the lobby by like 3,000 at least. Man, love to see it. Maz with the play a game here. Let's see if it's a high noon. Oh, it's this last point hold when he was doing work with Casta. Yeah, absolutely.
Look
This is a well-deserved play of the game.
Did you just see that?
Yeah, that's the
He just May-walled himself up.
No, that's the May perk.
Oh.
That's the boost perk.
Oops. Okay. I just don't play May enough. I got real
Or people don't play
there.
May enough in general. There's not a lot of May play these days, but still a strong pick. We do see some extra.
Except for
more
Marshall, who's
often.
currently pointing to himself off camera.
Yep. Yeah. Marshall, known to block my shatters. The notorious sixth teammate here on Kings Row. We saw that a little bit last year.
It is on Kings Row that we saw that happen a multitude of times.
Yeah, twice in the same map. That was a fun time.
Real impressive. Shout out to knowing timing. Shout out to knowing timing.
All you got to do is hear the voice line, and it's like neuron activation. I don't know. Impressive stuff there. But, okay, a good showing from KU. We're now 2-0 in the series. Looking to pick up that final map and wrap it up real quick. That would be great. That would be good, glorious momentum walking into this weekend. Feeling hot.
Yeah.
You know, maybe one more scrim before then to kind of maintain that. But, you know, KU obviously looking very refined on Kings Row on that defense, specifically on the offense. A little bit spooky there on the Zarya, but, you know, it's okay.
I will say, Baylor put up a real good show on King's second point.
Absolutely. That was the Casta show.
That was cinematic from their May.
Absolutely.
Cinematic. Exactly what I wanted to see. Like we said, they had good ult usage. They were going in at the right time. And they were going in at the right time in the sense that their hazard was able to get away by going up on our 1 DPS situated on height.
Yes, absolutely.
Which played into the way that he wants to play his character.
Right.
And we saw on when they were attacking that wasn't working because we were able to get out.
Yeah.
It is a bad habit to think that, like, if you're going in as a tank, you get an automatic first kill.
Yeah.
Because when you put yourself in that position, you use all your util, you're insta-dead
Right.
if you don't have anyone to back you up with. And that is the one thing I'd like to see from their tank player. We even saw it when they were on Zarya. Wait. Chill. Make a game plan. You can't walk into a hotel by yourself as Zarya.
Yeah. So a little bit of like you know, fundamentals macro stuff. So the moment that the angles get cut down and you only have to worry about the one high ground and you only have to put your DPS on one angle to shoot down, hazard becomes way better.
Yep.
He immediately improves, and we see that happen instantly. Also, the corridor allows for the May to improve. So every pick on their team improves on that second point. On first point, we saw the hazard sort of floundering, trying to figure out where he was supposed to be, what to do, because we do have 3 high ground angles too.
Yep.
So that, you know, that's kind of a fundamentals thing. Guys, the Baylor Jayhawks, the notorious team, facing off against the Kansas Jayhawks, of course, as we all know. And we got a little manual map fly now.
To Esperanza.
Love it, love it.
Now nighttime.
Yeah, okay, so let's talk about the Mercy Band.
Now nighttime in the city.
Okay.
Sorry, I'm really excited. I hate playing on daylight maps. Let's talk. Let's get real.
Goodness gracious.
Let's get real. Gibraltar playing on that when it's daytime. Absolutely blinding sun. I mean, that is the most
Maddie,
ridiculous daylight map that there is in this game.
I'm going to be honest.
Everyone would agree with me.
I'm going to be honest. I could not tell you the last time I thought about lighting on a map. I just think about the geometry, I think about who I'm playing, and I go in and swing that hammer.
I think about the geometry of the map.
Yeah. So, Ashton, on the Vendetta, we can talk a little bit about bans, but there's not much to talk about. KU throwing it away with the Mercy pick, leaving it up to Baylor to pick whatever they want. Soviet Lemon not opting for Hazard here. Very interesting. This is like the map I would assume he would play Hazard, but Monkey coming out, and we do see My Dog Died on Zarya to sort of give Bubbles. Oh,
my
this
Echo
is
is
scary.
a rat.
This is a rat-like behavior.
Echo is a rat. He needs to go on the Hammond.
Oh no, he's going on the backline. Huge full sticky, and will they open with a pick here? Casta looking worse for wear. Oh, we got the bubble to save it! Great bubble, and it turns out that Wendy's Frosty is the one to fall for his greed. The greed was sickening there. Cynics booping Casta. I'm not sure how that happened. I didn't see it on my screen if that was the final blow.
You know what?
But
as we continue to watch Ashton on this Vendetta character, I will say the mechanics are getting better. I'm watching it happen in real time.
Absolutely. Learning algorithm engaged today for the Vendetta pick. Not what it typically is, which is the My Dog Died.
Oh my gosh. This skin for Cynics looks like...
It's a little freaky. He's like a
an
gargoyle.
animatronic.
You know, I think he looks like a gargoyle, but I guess if you're thinking about Five Nights at Freddy's, you could call it a animatronic as well. Monkey looking to come in here and zone, and we've got a bubble on Ashton, but it's not going to find any value.
Kansas is pushing payload. I would like to make this clear right now.
Yes, but
Now we are.
we don't actually need to take this space right now. This is like, yeah, okay, we're doing it anyways. Ashton looking to find another one, but he's got the Mega to keep him alive. Casta in the corner. Kiri trying to get him out. And they've got tons of space now with Soviet Lemon in the backline doing work, finding both Swirlhawk and Cynics. I'm not sure where everything went wrong. Did the monkey jump out a high ground window? It has to have been. We sort of failed to understand that the monkey was just going to want to jump on that bridge area. But Casta finding 2 more, and that's a clean team sweep for Baylor.
And we're watching.
Kansas now, My Dog Died has the longest respawn time possible, I think, for that forward spawn. Yep, just barely gets it. But everybody forward spawn now. That means we're going to fight right here in mid, right at bridge once again. Baylor already on our high ground. They know what's up. We're going to have to make some space here. The boop coming out to try and force this. The bubbles to try and force it as well.
Oh,
both bubbles coming out on Vendetta, and he's going to find both here. There's both of them. 7 HP. Woohoo! Very, very good stuff for Ashton. I like to see the learning algorithm in real time. You're right about it, man. He's hitting those overhead slashes like crazy. Great damage.
Yeah, I just...
And now we don't have to worry about the high ground at all. Now we just got to claim this forward spawn and take this space early. Ashton just out in front. The gladiator he is. Look at him go.
And hear me out. I'm going to complain again. Vendetta, literally mini raid boss.
Yeah, a little tank.
Mini raid boss.
Yep, a little mini tank doing all the work. So much chunk damage onto this monkey, just cleaving. We've got the copy coming out from Wendy's Frosty, and now the Primal Rage from Soviet Lemon. Jumping into the back line, trying to find the Ana, or sorry, not the Ana, the Swirlhawk. The grab front line finds Casta and Praise Kiwi. She's got no more Suzu for that, and then we find 2 front line. Obviously, Wendy's Frosty falls to the Primal Rage, but there's nothing left in the tank for them. Unless there is, they're going to keep fighting this, despite it being a 3v4, I believe, right now. The Nano Boost comes out. Maz looking worse for wear in the backline, and Soviet Lemon has to bubble to save himself. Now he's got nothing left. Now they have to back out. Yeah, Maz falls. That is a mistake. I don't believe that Nano is the correct choice there. There's no refight. You have to wait for next. This is fundamental stuff again, guys. I feel like this is consistent. This is inconsistent play when we want to see them making consistent plays.
And this is what I'm saying. I feel like we just get scared when objective is close to being over. That's what that felt like. It felt like I was scared that the... Okay, we're seeing
Absolutely, we're seeing mirror kits now, and it's on point. Big stuff for Ashton, who's in the backline now, fighting this Tracer off. And the beat is huge. He finds all 5, and this is a big Sundering Blade. The monkey's in the bubble. Just look at the guy who's sleeping next to you! Oh, never mind. Got to kill the monkey. It's not going to happen, though. The on-off falls first. Oh, my goodness gracious. So much cleave damage from Ashton. I mean, this is crazy. He's hot. He's had 5 stacks for the past 5 minutes, guys. Wow! A clean sweep for KU. Map-wise, and we got 888 damage on Praise Kiwi.
It's fine.
Nice round number.
I'm quite sure I saw Swirlhawk 747 damage.
No, I'm not trash talking the damage. I'm saying it's a nice, pretty number. Ashton with the play of the game here. We did see this happen. Both bubbles got used, and Radic falls. No Suzu, and bang, there goes Praise Kiwi. Yes, that is crazy because he needs to sit and duck. He's moving around. He's sort of dodging and weaving, you know.
I wanted to see a
dunk.
Yeah.
It does kind of feel like a dunk.
Yeah,
it's one of those things where it's like,
boom,
you know. Yeah. So, I mean, clean sweep for KU. A full cap there on Esperanza is great for morale. Love that. Full cap on push always feels great, you know. But doing it in 4 minutes, even better. We love it. Love to see it. I believe it was 4 or 6 minutes. It was one of those 2 numbers. But either way, great stuff from KU tonight. I love to see us sort of consistently like using this Zarya and Orisa pick, but now sort of working that Vendetta into the mix a little bit more. It's great. It's really good. Ashen sort of finding a new groove, which is good news for the team because Wendy's Frosty is comfortable on, for example, an Ashe, on a Sojourn, whereas previously that fell almost entirely on Ashton. Now he's got someone else. Now he can experiment a little bit more. An extremely, extremely strong player. Ashton, obviously, we've got 3 champ players, and he's one of them.
Yep.
He's a great player. So, beyond the glaze, of you know, Cynics. I love glazing my lovely Cynics. I love glazing on Ashton.
You know
But
what? We don't talk about Swirlhawk enough.
we don't talk about Swirlhawk enough. Some good Suzus
I
tonight.
don't think we
Some
brought
good
up his
Kitsus
name
tonight.
once.
Well, we did
tonight.
bring up his name a couple of times because we did have the mistake of the Juno ult.
Oh.
But we didn't talk about the good Juno ults, guys. There were good Juno ults. Swirlhawk was doing his job and then some. Obviously, keeping everybody alive in those sort of late game scenarios, in those late fights.
I don't know if we did see a good Juno ult. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. There were good Juno ults.
That is so mean. Yes, we did see some good
We
Juno
love
ults. We saw
Swirlhawk.
some great beats as well. I mean, seriously, the ult timings got more and more on point as the night went on.
Mhm.
And as we take a look here,
There's Swirlhawk.
there he is, George.
Oh my
Roof.
God! Whoa, George Roof the fourth. Look at this KD.
Nice, solid
I didn't
KD.
realize it was this good.
It's not bad.
I didn't realize it was this good, George. I was not aware of this game.
He's pumping him up closer and closer to 3.0. I dig it, man.
He's kind of like AI staring at me right now, and it's a little creepy on my screen.
Yeah, a little skinwalker-ish, but you
But I
know.
love him. Great guy.
Okay, guys,
Arf.
we're gonna wrap up here as we're looking forward towards the weekend. We do have
The
Border Clash. We can talk about that one more time. I can go over the schedule once more for you folks. We do have 11 o'clock Overwatch, which is going to be a best of 5 event, just like PEC. We will see the picks again, so probably all 5 characters online.
Yes, I hope.
Yes.
I'm just have
I'm
to
not sure of the
assume
Border
that
Clash
that's-
rules quite yet,
Yeah,
or
we
the
don't
map,
know.
or the map pool. I'm not sure yet.
I don't know. But I really hope that we see all 5 characters. Guys, tune in next week, please. PEC is going to be crazy.
Yeah, absolutely. Big stuff coming up here shortly. We do have Valorant coming up after Overwatch on Saturday and Smash Bros. All of our games competing. We do have another day of competition on Sunday with Rocket League and League of Legends. Rocket League at 10 a.m. sharp. That's an early morning.
Early
So
morning
getting
to
up
be
and
hitting
traveling
some
and-
balls.
Traveling and getting up,
Early to be hitting some balls.
playing some
Scoring some
car
goals.
soccer. All right, folks.
Rocket League is an enigma of an esport to me.
It is.
Truly like a well-defined group of people that really want to sit there and play it. I get rage baited. I can't play more than one game. I can't do
can't either.
anything. It
Don't worry.
literally is prime rage bait. If you put me in a lobby,
hmm
I'm pissed off.
You're not
before
alone.
2-minute mark.
But we did not. I don't believe we had Rocket League stream last night.
Oh, we didn't.
We did not, but
No
that will
car
be
soccer.
returning next week, and then we will have Valorant this week, and it'll be either Smash or League. I'm uninformed right now, but Thursday still online. Looking at a full week of esports. Looking towards the weekend for Border Clash, you guys.
Yep.
We will
Make
see
sure
you
to tune in.
there.
Bye, guys.